to kind of talk with our supporters and our followers a little bit about how the majority of our horses come into this rescue. Our rescue is located in northern Baja, Mexico. The majority of the horses that come in are usually headed to slaughter. So as we've kind of touched on a little bit before, a majority of the slaughterhouses were shut down in the States. Actually, I think currently all of them are now shut down in the States. And it moved all the slaughterhouses south to Mexico and north to Canada. So kind of a little bit of the process of what happens down here is majority of the horses that are in our area in particular, northern Baja is considered a desert. They live off of the land. So whether it's large ranches and or people who turn out their horses to the ejido or the local lands that has been set aside to use for horses and for cows for agricultural purposes. And during this time of the year, we just started September, the majority of anything that's edible for the horses has been consumed or dried up, and then we're heading into fire season. So as you can imagine, there's just very limited food for the horses. So this is usually the time of year we get a lot more rescues coming in. Some of the horses are in real bad shape, have been living off the land for a while. Some are just kind of getting on the thin side. It's also sometimes seasonally a difficult year. As you can imagine, the majority of people's livelihood has been affected due to COVID. There's a much less tourism going on, and so the trickle-down effect of people losing their jobs and not having enough to take care of their immediate family, again, the effects trickle down to the horses. A horse on average costs about $120 to maintain just on food, simple alfalfa. Majority of what we feed here is cut and brought in from Mexicali or different parts kind of far away. So with that being said, I always appreciate kind of explaining it because the people down here love their animals and they love their families, but things are limited. And we try to always approach the situations with rescuing horses with complete empathy of the people and what they're going through. With no judgment. So we had some horses that came through that were headed to slaughter. We obviously were not able to rescue all of them. You know, we're a nonprofit, but we run off of donations, and we have to be respectful of how our donations are used. So we're very thankful that we're able to rescue two beautiful little colts. We think they're around 4 to 5 years old. They were pretty much wild. You could tell they'd never been haltered or handled. So it's kind of like a little bit of a Mustang challenge, so to speak. And we were just really excited to give them a new home and a new opportunity. And it's already been just such a neat experience for myself individually. Each time you interact with a new horse or not knowing their backgrounds or what they've been exposed to, it always is a very humbling experience for me. And it's very exciting to see just how genuine these horses are, how you can take their methods and you can, within time, be able to communicate with them and how that they want to bond with you. So I'm really excited. I know that I'm just a tiny piece of their journey. I hope that one of our followers or someone that's currently up at the ranch is looking for a fun project and partnership, because I know these horses are going to make somebody a great horse. Until then, they're going to be here at Pretty Horses Rescue. You're welcome to come up and meet them. You can even schedule a lesson and learn how we train and work with these horses. 100% of everything that is raised on this ranch goes right back into these horses. So we're really excited for their journey. It's very heartbreaking to know how many horses each year had to slaughter, and it can be very, very overwhelming. But we try to just focus on those that we have rescued and all the beautiful souls that we've changed here at the ranch. Thank you.